Good morning, Decipher It here. I just wanted to take a moment and talk about the Reaper set that I picked up last week. I've been picking with nothing but this for the last week, and I think I've got a pretty good handle on them so far. Start off, these are high yield stainless steel, according to Covert Instruments and everything I've read about them. The hooks are in 19 thousandths. The turners come in 32, 40, and 50 thousandths for both the top of the keyway and the adaptive turners here. When you buy from Covert Instruments, the $55 for the kit gets you these, the Tradecraft case in gray. This one's black because I parted it out. And then the McNally patch along with it. Covert Instruments says these are for advanced pickers. And I'd say probably intermediate to advanced is probably going to be the right answer. If you're brand new, the FNG or the Genesis set that's in the 25 thousandths thickness is probably the better place to start, and it'll give you a chance to develop a feel before you move to these thinner profiles. Pick number one is the really shallow pick. Not a whole lot of use case for me, but I have found, like in teeny tiny keyways like this one here, this is a little cabinet lock. Get a bottom of the keyway turner in there, and that just tends to just slip right in there and give you access to the pins really well. The number two profile is the McTickler, which is a destroyer of worlds for the master locks. It just tears them apart. For me, personally, these three here, the short, medium, and deep hook, have really been the most useful of the set. And I could have got along with just these three hooks. I'm glad that they added those, but I think these are the three most useful in the set. They perform really, really well. I've opened everything from my old school 5200 to 410s. I actually use that really short hook to get into the Abus using bottom of the keyway of the 7440. I struggle with this because of the feel with the aluminum parts on the inside. But that short hook really helped there. Yeah, the short hook also helped, like I said, in tiny keyways, like with this U-Haul puck lock. The 1100 I shredded. I have a video up earlier with I did the Blue Whale Challenge, and I got the Packlock 90A Pro with those two hooks there. So I was kind of thinking who this set's for. Now, never mind. I mean, it's a really cool design factor. I did struggle a little bit at first because of the size. I don't have super huge hands, but I also don't have little hands, and this thing was just tiny for me. I did pick up a set of the Slim Cloaks from 44 Delta, and they are surprisingly good. I mean, they're super snug. There's no rattle or play once they're together. I mean, these are great. If you're thinking about the Reaper set but worried about the size, this is a fantastic solution. For me, my normal picking style, I guess I would call like bottom chopstick, where I tend to hold the pick down in the hand here. With the smaller form factor, it becomes more like top chopstick. And I've actually found, for me personally, that this tends to work just slightly better than the other. So I might, while I really, really like these, I might end up staying in this form factor. Yeah, The other fun part of these is you get the 44 Deltas, you kind of get like a fidget toy, because these things just, the magnets are no joke. But anyway, when we talk about who these are for, this is really kind of like an EDC kit. For me personally, and the reason that I parted this out for the black case is this matches all of my gear at work. It fits perfectly in a vest pocket. And that gives me 5 capable tools and a couple of really good turners, that when I do need to pick locks at work, this should be able to cover most situations that I'm going to see in North America, especially in the region where I live. I'm not sure if this is really a dedicated lock sport set. And I only say that because these two, if you're, like, while this, I mean, murders master locks, I mean, once you're past your first couple of weeks of lock sport, you know, you're past this and on into stuff like the Abus or, you know, things like that, and the hooks become more useful than these. But as far as an EDC kit, I think these are fantastic. These will be traveling with me to work every day. As far as pros and cons go, the pros is honestly, I mean, they open stuff. I've opened almost everything I have with these, minus, you know, some of the stuff that I've been working on that I haven't opened yet. But everything that I've opened in the past, I've opened with these. I do like that they're 301 high yield stainless. It means they're going to be as durable as they can be. These are my favorite Turner design of any that I have. My only complaint is I wish that they were just this much longer. Same with the adaptive Turners. I mean, if they were just that much longer, it would make a huge difference for me. I like this design here, that when it sits in the keyway, this sort of elbow right there bends out of your way. But like I said, I bought a second set of these Turners that I keep in my full Holy Moly kit. But I like that this is a compact set that I can put in my pocket or put in a vest pocket and have a capable set of tools with me every day. And really the only con that I have is if like I said, I don't have super huge hands. I mean, I don't have little hands, but they're not huge. And if you've got great big man hands or, you know, banana fingers, this might be a little small. But like I said, it's perfectly solvable with a set of the 44 Delta handles. The only downside is once they go in the handles, the case becomes useless. But again, that can be fixed easy enough. So I really do recommend these for like an EDC kind of setup. But I'm not sure that it makes for the best. Like I said, if you're looking for a full-on lock sport kit, I'm not sure that this would be the best choice. It is hard to argue with for $55 though. I mean, 19 thousandths hooks in 301 high yield, 6 Turners that work really well for $55 is honestly a deal. You know, plus what, $14.50 for a set of these. It's, you know, you're $60 in the hole and you got a really decent full-size kit. So, I mean, hell, what do I know? I mean, it might make a great kit for the lock sporter. And I'm sure guys like Georgia Jim could do the, you know, white to black run with them. But for an EDC kit, honest to God, this is, I mean, if somebody was asking me, you know, I want to get something to carry every day, I think this is a winner for that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. This is sort of a fledgling channel. You can also find me in Reddit. Under my handle is Decipher It, not spelled like the channel name. But I did make some posts on these in the last week or two that you'd probably be able to find. Otherwise, stay ethical, stay moral with your lock picking. Have a great day. Take care.